Making baked stuffed lobsters, fisherman style. If I'm going to do 10 lobsters, I'll buy 15. So each lobster is going to get a half a tail up front. I try to go as humanely as possible, so you try to kill the lobster very quickly. So I take my butcher's knife right through the head, kills them instantly, and then track down the body to open it up. Try not to cut all the way through the shell, because that's what's going to hold as we bake. I flip it over, and now I want this claw. So again, now I got those two pots. Now I'm going to clean it. So I just bend it a little bit. That's why you need the gloves, because you'll get all scratched up here. And I just pull everything out. So this is a good example of, this is the intestinal tract. You want to make sure you take that out all the way to the back, as well as the inside guts. No one really wants to eat that. So I just make sure I get all of it. Again, just you thumb it out, rinse. It's that simple. And then I sit them every other way. See how the bodies are open? Then I'm going to take the claws out, and I'm lining up all the claws that are going to go in the pot. It's going to take maybe 5 minutes. It's not going to be long. I'm going to take a couple of these big ones out and show you a trick. The little one's not so bad. So we're going to have to open these up, okay? So what I find that's easy is I'm going to break these ahead of time, so when we go to take them out, they're going to be easy to work with, versus trying to break that. See how it's all broken up? So now they're just going in. Sweet. Give it 5 minutes, and we'll be on to the next phase. You can just trim these off. This just makes it easier on the pan. Some people like the looks. All right. Pot boiled, not all the way. I'm going to dump these, catch them, get rid of the hot water, and then I'm going to cool them down with ice and water. Two-step process. Back in, chill them down. It's much easier working with cold lobster than it is with hot lobster. And now we're ready to take the meat out, get them separated. I wear the gloves because you get cut up a lot. So I'll always get a new pair of gloves. Now within this tail meat, this will actually turn into 2 halves. So if you notice, I break this apart with my thumb. And why am I doing that? Can you see the intestines, the tail? So I get that intestine line right out. You take that out and no one's eating that. So I'll just simply break that apart into 2 good-sized chunks, because that's going to be laid out into the baked stuffed lobster. So that's the lobster meat in here. So here's the claw that was broken earlier. So because it's already broken, you're going to see that it's going to be very easy for me to take out meat. I'm going to take that out. So now I have to break this pot to get some more meat out. And just imagine 10 people trying to do this at a dinner table. Who can open them, who can't? It gets very messy. So I'd rather take the time up front, and you're going to have a very nice, clean lobster to eat. We just do this 10 more times. So there's this plastic piece. I call it plastic. Clearly it's not plastic, but it's like cartilage. You don't want to leave that in, because that'll be awful chewy for somebody to eat. So just recognize that in the big claw, there's one in the middle of every single lobster. The real small ones probably doesn't make a difference, but when you get a big claw, you clearly want to find that right in the center. So now this phase is going to be stuffing the lobster with lobster meat. After we stuff the lobster with the lobster meat, then we'll do the Ritz crackers. We mix the Ritz crackers with the butter, top it, bake it, you're ready to rock and roll. So I have all my lobster meat, and you're just slowly spreading lobster meat into every cavity. I start with the tops first, then work my way down into the body. So if I wanted to do it right, I take all those half tails and put one in each lobster. So I know everybody got the piece. These are 1.5 pounds, and by the time I put the other lobsters in, you're adding another pound of meat easily, because it's just pure meat. Got the Ritz crackers. I put them inside a Ziploc bag. Now I'm just going to roll them and get them into that broken state, nice and fine. And you get it to the size of your liking. So now when you look at, and I'll do this one more time because we're going to need more than the one bag. Now we'll get our butter going. We'll mix the butter with the Ritz crackers, and by having the wet Ritz crackers, they tend to not burn. Then spoon it out. We just cover the lobsters. Some people keep it on when they eat them. Some people scrape it off. I think it helps keep moisture in. Next, we're going to put some tin foil over them. Wrap them up. Now I can store them in the refrigerator till it's time to cook. It'll be about 45 minutes, 350 degrees, and then you'll see at the end the 30 seconds or so to brown them under the broil. All right, next we're taking out the baked stuffed lobsters. I'm going to uncover them, and then we're going to move from bake to broil. The key to broiling is you have to watch it, because I broil on high, and within 10-15 seconds they're ready to rock and roll. So pull them out, take the foil off, get ready for round 2. Change the broil high. Yep. Then you just watch. There we go, look at that. See the difference? Look at the two here. Broiled, ready to be broiled. I would do a Chardonnay, a Pinot Grigio, whatever your flavor is, that goes with lobster and butter. Nice crisp finish. So we've got melted butter. We'll get that ready, and that'll be poured into everybody's serving tray. Coming through. Right here, this way.